Hey guys, CJ here, and thanks for joining me for a very special video today. We're trying out a brand new format, one that I'm very excited about, and I hope you guys are going to love as well. I'll be here every weekday afternoon to bring you the latest and greatest news on everything Marvel, DC, Fox, Disney, and anything else potentially related to comic books and movies in general. I'm so excited for this that I can't wait any longer, so without further ado, let's get started. Our top story today has to be Star Wars The Force Awakens, right? I mean, how can it not be? After massive turnouts from fans and massively positive critical reviews, the 7th installment in the Star Wars saga has officially broken some box office records. The Force Awakens opened to $247 million in the United States and Canada, edging out Jurassic World's $208 million domestic opening, a record that has stood since June. And according to Box Office Mojo, the newest Star Wars film now holds these records. Largest Thursday previews, largest Friday opening day, single day, domestic opening weekend, highest per theater average for a wide opening, top opening weekend for a PG-13 rated film, top holiday opening weekend, biggest weekend overall, biggest December weekend, December single day, widest December opening weekend, fastest to 100 million in one day, global IMAX record, and domestic IMAX opening. You can go ahead and add largest worldwide opening to that list, where a massive Sunday, the biggest in American film history with $61 million, pushed it above and beyond expectations to a $528 million global opening weekend, without even opening in China yet. That, of course, beats out Jurassic World's $524 million, just another in the long history of things from space sending dinosaurs to extinction. In other Star Wars news, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy confirmed to the Daily Mail that production on Episode 8 would begin in January of 2016 to prepare for the movie's 2017 release date. However, more interesting of note in that interview was the fact that Kennedy claimed that the entire cast of Episode 7, the entire cast, would be back for Episode 8. Now, I'm going to avoid spoilers for the 3 people that have not yet seen the movie in the world, but I'm not quite sure how 2 characters that are in that cast that supposedly will return in any other form other than flashbacks. But if you know a little bit more about this, hit me up in the comments. Maybe we can get a good discussion going about that. In other nerdy news, we're 3 months away from Batman v Superman, and we may have just found out the running time for the hotly anticipated flick. Yes, ticket pre-sales are already going on in some parts of the world, and a German ticket-selling website is reporting that the film is 151 minutes long. Yes, that is a whole 2.5 hours, and it's actually 8 minutes longer than Man of Steel. But I think this kind of length was what we were all reasonably expecting. I mean, I heard some people actually realistically calling for the movie to be 3 hours, and given the amount of stuff that they have to cram in, that seems like a fairly reasonable amount. So 2.5 hours may actually be on the short side, and I'll definitely be interested in seeing what the director's cut has that the main movie didn't have. So to wrap up the day, here's a new segment I like to call Informations That We Got from Toy and Merchandise. And of course, we all know Captain America would be wearing a new costume in Civil War, as he's worn a new costume for each of the movies that we've seen him in the MCU. They've all looked more modern. I mean, of course, the original Captain America suit was great, but it wasn't his classic costume. But they've all kind of gotten more modern, more kind of high-tech. But this one is kind of a reversing of that trend, and it actually seems to be a little bit more nostalgic, and I'll tell you why. Yes, in this merch, Cap appears to be sporting his classic scale mail armor, straight from the original Captain America look, a la the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and so on and so forth. However, the intrigue grows when you notice that Cap doesn't seem to be wearing the classic scaling armor in promotional images, or even images straight from one of the movie's posters. Could Cap go through a costume change, or is this just a disconnect between the film and the marketing department? We'll find out in a few months. So this about wraps it up for the first edition of this new hard reboot of the HNN. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you tomorrow.